I imagine, I don't know why, but since I've been a child, that there's somebody that's always watching me and that I'm not allowed to make any mistakes while I'm doing what I do. I never really draw anything out in advance. I just completely improvise the entire thing. I'll think, oh, so here's a character. This one wants to come to life, and I get very detailed in little eyes and capture all the different sections of the figure and just sort of bring her into the picture. I've been alone with a certain group of characters and paintings for so many years. I want to get away from them. I want them to get out of my subconscious. I want to get them out of my brain. And when they do come, I know they're going to come. They're going to show up again. They're like a group of uninvited guests. And then I'm just going to paint them over. There's two works here. This one is called Undefinable Personalities. The idea was personalities are starting to mutate into the same kind of miasma of the sort of undefinable truth of where are we, who are we, where are we, and where are we going? You know, your work goes out there in the world and people look at it, but nobody's like, the audience isn't there in the room watching you work. There will be those who are not going to like, they're not going to like what you do. They're not going to understand what you do. They're going to want you to be somebody other than who you are. I don't have any limitations, nor do I have any guidelines, or do I have any rules. I just have my own set of guidelines, my own rules, and my own values as a painter. I'll go back to something I did when I was 15 or 16 or 20, and I'll find something from that and realize, oh, I could use that again, and add the new information in and continue this sort of cycle of work. And so there'll be various cycles of paintings. There were cycles of black paintings that I did that were black, that were sort of from the early, mid-80s, late 80s. It was a very dark moment in New York during the AIDS crisis, and my best friends, Keith Haring got AIDS, John Michel overdosed on heroin. You lost a lot of your close friends that you grew up with. And things got very dark. And so the paintings became very dark. The last black paintings that were about the marginalization of sort of society and the sort of disillusionment. I didn't know that following that was going to come the pandemic, and then following that was going to come, you know, the death of George Floyd. So they were always premonitory in that sense. Artists are usually ahead of politics. I'm not a political artist in the end of the day. I'm an artist who is a realist, and if you're a realist and you're a person who observes the world around you, you can't help but include politics as part of that world. I think that people like my work because they see themselves in it. My work embraces the everyday man, the everyday woman, the everyday person. Even the most, you know, beautiful person in the world will tell you, sometimes when I look in the mirror, I just feel so horrible. And I'd rather capture that, you know, the extremes of human nature. I need to be able to live with myself as an artist. I need to be able to live with who I am. Otherwise, I'm just a puppet. I'm a liar. You know, I'm not a real artist. I'm a pawn on a chessboard being played by some greater power.